Greetings, Twin Flames. This is Lucida on December 22nd, 2016, here to bring you holiday messages from your beloved. So these messages will be good from today, which is Thursday, December 22nd, until the end of the month. So no matter what holiday you celebrate, I celebrate Christmas, and there I have my manger scene with the baby Jesus out. I celebrate that along with my twin, but you might celebrate other holidays like Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, the 12 days of Christmas. Whatever holiday that you're spending, I'm sure that you would like some messages from your twin. If you're not hearing from them because you're in separation in the third dimension, or if you only encountered your twin in the fifth dimension, these messages are still valid. So please take whatever resonates with you and let it warm your heart this holiday season. Remember that I'm also offering a chat special in which I could answer all your questions about your twin flame journey on one of the sites that is listed below, where I have on-demand readings going on. The rate there that I currently charge is more expensive than the special twin flame rate that will go up and increase in 2017. So if you'd like to have a reading with me, I charge the $25 for 30 minutes, which is a great holiday gift to yourself. Okay, well, I hope to speak with you if you decide to get a reading. If not, I hope these messages help you get through the holiday season and they bring you peace, love, and happiness. So let's talk about the setup of this reading. Here in the center, I have the purifying quartz crystal along with the stone representing the heart chakra where the twins are joined, and then 2 rose quartz for each side. This side here to the right represents the divine feminine energy with the stone for the crown, third eye, and throat chakra. And then this left side of the screen shows the solar plexus, sacral, and root chakra, where most of the energies are contained for the divine masculine energy. These messages on this side are divine masculine messages to their beloved. The messages on this side are the messages the divine feminine wants to give their beloved. And in the center, we have guidance from Archangel Michael, the protector of twin flame unions. So the first thing that I will talk about are the animal totems. These cards are by Susie Green. And then underneath are the messages from the recent past, present, and future from either the divine feminine to his beloved, or the divine feminine to her beloved, or the divine masculine to his beloved, past, present, and future. These cards are the Tarot of Love deck by Marcia Perry. And then we have butterfly oracle cards here by Doreen Virtue, which will represent what each of the divine counterparts is currently working on. And then we have an angel message. So these are angels commissioned by your twin to give you guidance throughout this holiday season. And then the center again is the guidance from Archangel Michael, the protector of twin flame unions. So let's begin. So first I will pull the message, which is the animal totem here, representing the divine masculine energy. The divine masculine energy card says wolf and shows the picture of a wolf. It reads, "Listen to your inner wisdom and enjoy the gift of freedom." So basically what this is representing is that the divine masculine is a lone wolf. He is not really connecting with many others at this time. He's in search of wisdom, and he's feeling free, whether he is in union with his twin in the 3D or just in the 5D, or whether he is truly alone. He enjoys this gift of freedom, and he's learning a lot about himself when he has this free time to himself. So if you are in separation, know that the divine masculine is really appreciating the time to discover himself. Okay, the 3 messages from the divine masculine are shown here. This is the recent past, this is the present, and this is the near future card. So let's look at the recent past card first. It's the Ace of Rods. So this symbolizes, and I'm going to actually read it from the book that these cards came with, because there's special meanings in the book that really pertain to twin flames. Like for the Ace of Rods, it reads, intuitive harmonization of vibrations, soulmates, spiritual love, united by an idea, and creative love. And so another thing that I noticed is that there is a direct connection between the cosmos, the rod, and then the earth, and then showing 2 waves, kind of showing maybe this is the divine feminine and this is divine masculine on the earth. So there's that connection between spirit and the 2 twins as well in the card. So this is what the divine masculine wants to let you know, if you're watching this, to get messages from him, that he is connecting with source, but he's also connecting with you in the 5th dimension if he's not able to connect with you in the 3rd dimension. And that was in the very recent past, like within the last few days, he's been sending you signs and synchronicities coming to you possibly in dreams to let you know that this is still on, that you are still connected, and that he's learning a lot from the divine, and he's realizing his divine self. Okay, so in the present, we have the 10 of Blossoms card showing up. Now, again, I want to read directly from the book because I found that these messages are really pertaining to twin flame unions. So the 10 of Blossoms says this in the book: felt to be a complete love, freedom from emotional attachments, and ego trips. So what this is telling me is presently the divine masculine is feeling that 5th dimensional harmony and union with his twin. We see the 2 birds, the 2 wings, we see the sun, the divine, and then we see 2 flowers here in the center touching. We see the connection between the water, which is emotional, and then the air, which is thoughts. So there's this completion as well with the 10 of Blossoms. It's the completion of a cycle and the realization for the divine masculine of both his divine counterpart and how the 2 are connected to each other and how they complete each other. So that's what he's realizing over this holiday season, whether you hear from him in 3D or not. He wants you to know that he is thinking of you. And in the near future, we have the 4 of Lightnings. This card in particular is really special for twin flames. Now, what the book says and my interpretation are a little different. But what the book says is securing one's happiness against external claims, irritations, and dangers. So, that could be any negative energy or entities that are possibly trying to get between the twins, that in the near future, the divine masculine is saying that he knows that you could weather any storm together. And if we look at this, there's a globe, the earth, there's a female or feminine twin, there's the masculine, they're both holding a lightning rod, and then you have the sun up here, the source of all life on earth, sending energy, especially these 2 intertwining lightning bolts. And we also have the 11. So in the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, we can see that those are rods or swords. Those are 11. So this represents the twins and their union, and then how they are connected to the divine. So that's an amazing message, and that's what the divine masculine wants the divine feminine to know, that he knows that in the near future, the two of you will be in physical union, 3D union. It won't just be a thought anymore or a feeling. It'll actually be a physical connection. Okay, so the three things that the Divine Masculine has been working on recently are, the first is body changes. So as we age, we all go through these kinds of body changes. But it looks like because of the body changes, the Divine Masculine energy is really thinking about a new exercise program to start in order to cope with those body changes and in order to be strong and healthy so that he can be with his Divine Feminine counterpart. And then finally, the last thing is, or last change oracle card message here is, you are stronger than you know. So to me, this means that the Divine Masculine is really coming into his own. He's really realizing that he has more than just physical strength, but he also has emotional and spiritual strength. So this is really important. And this is another one of those messages where I feel the Divine Masculine wants to share this message and this wisdom with the Divine Feminine counterpart, letting her know that she also is stronger than she knows. All right, the angel message coming from the Divine Masculine to his feminine counterpart is Rosetta. It says, you have a gift for working with young people, and your divine purpose involves helping, teaching, or parenting children. So I recall that in the previous reading I did this week for the 1221 portal, the Divine Feminine energies were contemplating and working out issues that had to do with children. So the Divine Masculine energy really was paying attention to that and noted that. And now is sending you a clear message, Divine Feminine, letting you know that he knows that that's where your talents lie and that that's part of your divine purpose. Okay, so let's look at the animal totem, which represents the Divine Feminine energies for the holiday season. And we have the bison. The bison says, recognize the riches of the past and the abundance of the present. So this holiday season, the Divine Feminine is counting her blessings and being grateful. Remember that gratefulness brings more abundance. Abundance in things that are earthly, but also in spiritual gifts and love. All right, so the three cards that represent the messages the Divine Feminine would like to give to her Divine Masculine counterpart are here. We have the Princess of Rods in the recent past, and this is a card that also came up in the messages for the 1221 portal, showing that the Divine Feminine was purifying herself with the white garment on. She had the rod and she's a cosmic being. So again, she wants her Divine Masculine to know that she's been putting a lot of spiritual work in. Behind her is a rainbow. So she's being purified. She's balancing her chakras. She's getting ready for the Divine Masculine. Okay, and presently she presents herself to the Divine Masculine and wants to let him know that she's the Queen of Blossoms. The Queen of Blossoms is holding her heart and presenting her heart to her Divine Masculine counterpart. Also, we have this pink, which is symbolic of loving energy, and we see the two intertwining flowers representing the two twins. So she loves you, Divine Masculine. And the near future is the Four of Blossoms. So this is another one of those 11-11 cards where we see then two stems connected, a heart representing a sun in the distance, and then this looks like a gate and a path. And in our last reading for the portal, we saw that the Divine Feminine wanted the Divine Masculine to get on the path and walk to happiness and love with her. Let me read the message for the Four of Blossoms that comes from the book. Okay, so This in the book is defined as feelings find their form in a partnership, for example, in a marriage, building a lifelong partnership on the basis of sensibilities which have a similar direction. And this is pretty amazing that the divine feminine and divine masculine are finding a way to both show the 1111 symbol to us for this holiday season. 3 things that the divine feminine is working on is, finances. She might have spent a little bit too much on Christmas gifts or holiday gifts, so she's working on balancing the budget, also balancing her emotions, focusing more on the positive than the negative, and then also spending some time on her hobbies. So she's not just sitting around waiting for the divine masculine anymore. She's doing things that make herself happy. Her angel message to her divine masculine counterpart is Francesca. Francesca says to her divine masculine, what do you desire right now? Visualize it and it will come about. Negativity will block your progress. Awesome. So that means that the divine feminine would like the divine masculine to keep visualizing this union, 1111. It's a real thing. Keep visualizing how you're going to make this happen, how the 2 twins are going to unite and walk down the path toward love and happiness together. Finally, the last message is from Archangel Michael, who says, during the holiday season, if you have any doubts about your union, lean on God and the angels for support. And if you'd like to join me in prayer, you can read after me or say after me, Dear God and angels, I give you this union now and completely. I step out of the way and allow divine miracles to shine through everyone and everything involved. Best wishes, twin flames, for a happy and healthy holiday season. I'll see you in our next video. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.